Okay. So connective tissue is the tissue that connects different organs. Okay. The tissue that connects different organs, like take for example nerves. Nerves are connected with muscles in which they are present. Or blood vessels need to be connected. There should not be any gap between the blood vessels that enter any tissue. So that muscle will connect that blood vessels, or that bone will connect that blood vessel because of this connective tissue. Not only that, bone is a connective tissue, it's connecting different organs. Blood is a connective tissue, lymph is a connective tissue. These all are connecting the different organs. That's why it is called as connective tissue. The components of connective tissue. There are three components in connective tissue. Three types of fibers are present. Two types of cells are present. One matrix is present. What are the three types of fibers that are present? Collagenous fibers, elastic fibers, reticulate fibers. Reticulate fibers. So, if I represent it in a diagrammatic form, let us take this is a small piece of tissue. Collagenous fibers are tough, like one complete bunch. So, this bunch of fibers will not have any space in between them. This type of fibers are very tough. You cannot stretch them, they are not stretchable, not flexible, tough bunch of fibers. Okay, this collagenous fibers are tough, not stretchable, not elastic, made up of protein, collagen. Second type of fibers are elastic fibers, elastic fibers, and they are made up of protein, elastin. This is a flexible protein. Okay, elastic fibers are flexible. Okay, so the second type of fibrous tissue, they are randomly arranged. There is no particular arrangement. So these are very elastic. You can stretch these muscles. They are usually present in skin area, in the all those regions which contract and relax. Can you guess some of the regions which contract and relax? Heart muscle need to contract and relax. Yes or no? Lung muscles need to contract and relax. So around that lung muscles and heart muscles, this type of elastic fibers are present. Okay. Next comes the reticulate fibers. These are thin. Reticulate fibers are thin and branched, but they are made up of protein, collagen only. Protein is again collagen. So you take this type of connective tissue which helps in protruding into organs. Okay, this is reticulate. Reticulate fibers. This is collagenous fibers, and these are elastic fibers. Next, cells. Cells are of two types. There are two types of cells. One is fibroblasts. Second one is mast cells, are also called as macrophages. Macrophages. Fibroblasts are those cells which helps in production of fibers. These fibers are proteins, they should be produced. So those production of fibers is done by this fibroblast. They produce fibers. Mast cells are macrophage. Macrophage means they have phagocytosis. They can perform phagocytosis. Phagocytosis of what? They can phagocytose old. See, this sometimes the fibers become old and they are non-functional. At that time, they'll be eaten by these macrophages. The macrophages which are present in the cells engulf those particles. When fibers will become old, when cell organelles, this tissue parts will become old, all those substances is called as waste, cell waste. Those cell waste, tissue waste. That tissue waste is phagocytosed. Tissue waste. First thing. Second thing that they engulf is pathogens. Any pathogens that enter connective tissue will be killed by these master cells or macrophages. Okay? So that is about this. Okay, matrix. What is matrix made up of? Matrix can be either a proteoglycan or glycoprotein. Proteo means protein. Glycon means carbohydrates. A carbohydrate molecule which have a protein side chain. Or glycoprotein means a protein molecule which have carbohydrate side chains. Okay? So matrix can be either a proteoglycan or a glycoprotein. Okay, carbohydrate and proteins are present in the matrix. Either proteins can be more and carbohydrates can be less, or carbohydrates can be more and proteins can be less. If carbohydrates are more and proteins are only side chains, proteoglycan. If proteins are more, carbohydrates are only side chains, then it is called as glycoprotein. What is pathogen? You're asking me. Pathogen is a disease causing organism. Disease causing organism is called as pathogen. Okay? So, these are the components that are present in the connective tissue. Now we'll see types of connective tissues. Types of connective tissue. Connective tissue is of three types. Connective tissue proper. Next, skeletal connective tissue. Third one is fluid connective tissue. Connective tissue proper is again divided into 1, 2, 3 types. Loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, adipose tissue. Next, skeletal connective tissue is of two types. One is cartilage, second one is bone. Fluid connective tissue is two types. One is blood, second one is lymph. We'll discuss each one of them separately. Okay? So, connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper is divided into one, loose connective tissue. Second one, dense connective tissue. Third one, adipose tissue. First one, loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue itself is saying that fibers are loosely arranged. Loosely arranged. What are the fibers present in this loose? Every connective tissue will not have all the components. Sometimes one type of fiber will be present, sometimes two types of fibers may be present, sometimes one type of cell may be present, sometimes two types of cells may be present, different. So in case of this loose connective tissue, what are the fibers present? Fibers, all the three types of fibers are present. Collagenous fibers are present, elastic fibers are also present, reticulate fibers are also present. What are the cells present in them? Cells. It is having mast cells or macrophages and also fibroblasts. Fibroblasts. What is this function of this loose connective tissue then? Loose connective tissue is present where it is present? Position. Just below epithelium. Below epithelium. Epithelium means covering tissue. Just below this covering tissue, it is present. And what is the function? It binds epithelium with the internal organ. Okay? So, I'll write the function here. This one binds epithelium with the organs. Okay? So, for example, take skin is there, below skin our body tissue is present. It connects between that skin and that internal tissue, it forms a connection like that. So, dense connective tissue is again divided into two types. First one is white collagenous tissue. Second one is yellow elastic tissue. Yellow elastic tissue. So need not to say, but from the name itself, it is clear that here what are the fibers that are present? Okay, dense connective tissue means fibers are densely arranged. Densely arranged fibers. That means very thick, no gap. Okay. In case of loose connective tissue, there will be gap. See, for example, just now we have drawn one diagram that is related to loose connective tissue. In case of dense connective tissue, either the fibers are white color or yellow color. So it will be completely occupying the cells. There will not be any space at all. So these are all fibers, completely filled fibers. So you cannot find any space in between. This type of connective tissue is dense connective tissue. Right? No space inside the cell except where cells are present. Sorry, no space inside the tissue. No space inside the tissue except where cells are present. So, what are the fibers present in this white collagenous tissue? As the name itself is saying, it is having collagenous fibers. Here, in case of yellow elastic tissue, the fibers are elastic fibers. So, from here it is very clear that collagenous fibers are white in color, elastic fibers are yellow in color. Okay, since elastic fibers are yellow in color, the tissue appears yellow in color. Collagenous fibers are white in color, so the tissue appears white in color. Now, where these are present? These white collagenous fibers are tough. So, they help in binding internal organs. They are present around internal organs, around internal organs in the sense blood. Blood vessel is there. Around that blood vessel, epithelial tissue is present. Below the epithelial tissue, you can find white collagenous fibers. Okay. You take, for example, kidneys. Kidneys are covered by epithelium. Below that, there is white collagenous tissue. So, internal organs, it connects the internal organs with epithelial tissue. Okay, the epithelium of internal organs Okay, here I should write what are the cells present. It also has mast cells. It also has fibroblasts. It is present around internal organs. And it helps in connecting, binds epithelium of internal organs. Internal organs. Right. Now, yellow elastic, wherever elasticity should be present. So, here also fibroblasts are present, mast cells are present. So, wherever the elasticity, like for example, lungs, expand, contract, and relax. Around lungs, it is present. Around heart, it is present. Around blood vessels, it is present. So, this type of connective tissue which has elasticity is present around the organs which contract and relax. So it also helps in binding that internal organ. So it is present in organs which contract and relax. Present in organs which contract and relax. Same, it helps in binding that organs with that epithelial tissue. Adipose tissue is a special type of tissue. It's a special tissue. Why it is called as special tissue? I'll say you the reason. Here, fibers are absent. No fibers. And cells that are present in this, okay, no fibers are present here. Cells that are present in this are called as adipocytes. Adipocytes. Okay. What is the main function of this adipocytes is they store fat. Where it is present? Below skin. Below skin. And the function of this adipose tissue is it stores fat. It stores fat. What does it do? It stores fat. Okay. So in this, cells are loosely arranged. Cells are loosely arranged. And this cell size increases when fat increases in them. Cell size decreases when fat decreases in them. So that is about the connective tissue proper. Is it clear? So, okay. Connective tissue proper is completed. Next, skeletal connective tissue. Skeletal connective tissue is divided into two types. One is cartilage, second one is bone. Skeletal connective tissue. Skeletal connective tissue. Among them, first one is cartilage. We'll complete cartilage today. Bone we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So you might have seen, you might have known that cartilage is a flexible. See, when you touch the nose of your tip of your nose, you can feel it is flexible. Ear is having something hard inside, but still it is flexible. So this type of tissue is called as cartilage tissue. It is flexible but tough and flexible. Okay, you can see it at nose tip, ear pinna, in the ear pinna, and joints of bones. Joints of bones. It helps in, it prevents the wearing of bones. When you see the two bones are in contact like this, is so what will happen continuously if it keeps rubbing when you are moving the bones joints like this, it will rub off. You take any two chalk pieces and try to move it like this. Your bone is also made up of calcium carbonate. It may not be as delicate as chalk piece, but if it is keeping on rubbing like this, what happens? At one point, the ends of the bones may wear off. To prevent that, joints of bones have cartilage. So, what are the components we see? What are the cells that are present inside this? The cells are called as chondriocytes. Chondriocytes. Chondrocytes. What is the matrix that is present in this cartilage? It is a proteoglycan, which is the name of this proteoglycan is chondroitin sulfate. Chondroitin sulfate is the name of cartilage. It is a proteoglycan. Okay. Next, fibers that are present in this cartilage are collagenous fibers. Collagenous fibers. Okay. So to say about collagenous fiber, this cartilage during birth, in when you are like fetus before birth, during embryonic development, total bones are made up of cartilage only. Our body won't have bone. When you are very small, newly formed bones, they are actually cartilage. Later, calcium carbonate will keep on depositing and they'll turn into bone. So total, total skeleton is cartilage. After this bone starts turning, cartilage start turning into bone, only this nose tip, ear pinna and joints of bones are left without bone. All other parts will be converted into bone except this nose tip, ear pinna and joints of bones. Okay children, take the screenshot for this also.